What's going on? Welcome to the United View. Man City 2, Man United 1. Cam, what happened? How did we lose that game?
You know what? I'm going to be really honest. From 9 or 10 of the 11 players, that was as good as they possibly could have done. I think the game plan from Ten Hag worked quite nicely to limit City.
What was the game plan though?
Well, I thought so. Fred and Casemiro both were marking. So City created that box midfield with John Stones stepping up and Rodri deeper. Then you got De Bruyne and Gundogan a little bit higher. We had Casemiro and Fred dealing with De Bruyne and Gundogan for most of the game, and then a little bit deeper on Rodri and John Stones. We had the front four shifting across. So if the ball was on our right side, you'd get Sancho tucking in from the left, so he'd deal with the one on that side, so it was Stones or Rodri, whoever was there at that moment, and then whoever was number 10 would shift across on the other one. I thought it worked quite nicely, and look, we limited them to very few.
We limited them, they couldn't play their game fully.
They couldn't, but the bit that kills me, I've been saying it for how long, we did as good as we possibly could have done to try and stop them today. But
there's certain players though for me that really point themselves out, and you've been talking about David De Gea's distribution for the longest, and it was shocking at today. It was even worse because he was the main outlet. I mean, just couldn't get nothing from David De Gea to anyone. It was hitting the long balls and nothing was happening.
Do you know what kills me? It's not just his distribution. People hold on to all the different aspects of his game. He can't catch a cross, never has been able to, because he's a coward. Mentally, he
can't call him a coward, man. He's not a coward. He's not a coward, but
he's terrified to come off his line. See some of the clips. The second a defender's in his face, he's going back like this, hoping for a foul. Hoping. Do you remember that one against Arsenal where he's gone down injured?
You can say he's not brave enough, but calling him a coward is it's a bit of a reach.
Okay. But fair enough. I mean, I don't think he's brave enough.
Okay.
I think for me he's a coward. For you, maybe not. But for me, I don't think he's brave enough. I think he is a coward. And I think the problem is he can't catch a cross. People were holding on to his shot stopping. We know his distribution's not great. I think this idea that the game's moved on, so keepers need to be able to distribute. That's recent. At no stage in football history in the last 20 years has it been acceptable for a keeper to not be able to catch a cross, not command the area, not have any presence at all, and not even be able to stop shots.
There was some of the goals today. There was one, the Gundogan, or the second one. The second one felt like the Benrahma one.
The second one, it did, yeah.
I hated it. I was so mad.
Even the first one, he didn't even dive. There were 3 or 4 times in that first half. And look, I don't know what it is, whether it seems like I don't know whether he gets in his own head or what it is. And look, I'm not getting at him for that, because it's a hard thing being a Man United keeper with the weight of expectation on you in a big game like this.
Yeah.
I can see why you get in your head. I can see why you'd be nervous. But he's getting paid £350,000 a week. He's Manchester United goalkeeper. You have to be able to handle those moments. And if you can't, you're just simply not good enough. You need somebody. Look, with Edison, he didn't even play today.
They've done their backup keeper today.
He was pinging passes into midfield. Distribution was pinpoint. Shot stopping. I don't know if he had a shot to save, to be fair, but he's a decent shot stopper.
I feel like Shaw was hiding today. I'm going to be honest with you. Shaw was in first gear. I think Shaw didn't do nothing for me. Shaw was always getting back to David De Gea. Think about it. If you know you can't pass, you know that thing that he said about don't give the ball to Maguire because he can't do nothing with it. If Shaw gets the ball and he just gives it back to Thing, what's the point? Right? At some point, you've got to decide to play forward.
You can't tell me
I didn't think Shaw was good. There's loads of players. I thought Eriksen wasn't good enough. I thought Bruno was subpar. I thought there's not a lot of players I can say were incredible. I thought Wan-Bissaka tried. I thought Fred was decent. And the back four in terms of Varane and Lindelof, I thought they were decent.
I'll give you that on Fred. I think Fred was good. He had a good game.
Yeah.
Eriksen, I can sort of see he wasn't at his best. He wasn't defensively. There's so many times where he switched off, just allowed half a yard too much, and the City player turns.
Yeah.
But look, I
don't think Shaw was incredible today. It's not Shaw's best game.
Shaw wasn't incredible. It wasn't his best game, but Wan-Bissaka was great. Varane was pretty good. Lindelof, I'm so impressed.
He's done well.
Before the game started, I thought we had to play Varane and Shaw to handle Haaland. Lindelof was winning headers. He was aggressive. He couldn't have done any more. I think there's maybe at least 8 or 9 players there who couldn't have done much more defensively to stop City, and they've been let down by the guy behind them. And it's a mess because Ten Hag couldn't have done much more. The players out there couldn't have done much more.
Yeah.
It's the end for that guy.
What's next? What's next for Man United? What do we need to do next?
What I think today shows is that we've got a manager that can produce a game plan to compete with the very best. That's a tick in the box. We've got 6 or 7 players, I'd say at least, that can turn up on the big stage and do a good enough job. This is against Man City in a cup final.
Yeah.
It doesn't get much bigger than that in terms of tougher opposition and the occasion.
Yeah.
These guys, a fair few amount of these guys may not be the starters next season, but they're decent enough for the bench at least. The majority, or maybe 6 or 7 of them.
Yeah.
But there's a few, and the goalkeeper is one of the biggest issues.
I'm with
there.
you. I'm with you on that. Again, it is what it is.
You know what? Should we stop talking about the keeper? Talk about the rest of the team.
Go on then.
He said Bruno hasn't had his best games. I thought he tried. He tried
He tried his all.
He couldn't have done too much more. I think Rashford was decent as well at times. I thought what was nice to see was on the counter-attack, actually. For people that watched the tactical view before, we tried that thing where like the City back three are really aggressive. They try and come forwards to the ball, be really front-footed. There was a few times when we maybe could have released the pass straight in behind straight away, but we'd try to bait them to come forwards and then exploit the space behind. Every aspect of that was brilliant. I think Rashford did really well. Sancho, I thought he had some good moments. He looked threatening, more than I thought he was going to be.
Yeah.
And
I
Casemiro...
thought Garnacho was the best player that came on for us, but it is what it is, man. Bro, like, I don't know if there's a lot of positives, but all I can say is a positive season, innit? So we move, and hopefully we get sold.
Hey.
Hopefully Sheikh Jassim comes in and we see something.
I've just seen, looks like Sir Jim now. It looks like Sir Jim. Which, look...
Did you see that this morning or?
No, about 5 minutes ago. Apparently he's out. Sorry.
All right.
It's not...
Don't worry. No, you've already broke my heart, man. Listen, this is the...
Let's end it on a positive. It's been a great season. We finished it with a trophy.
Yeah.
Finished it with 3rd place.
Yeah.
No one would have seen that coming at the start of the season. We certainly didn't.
Yeah, we didn't.
And look, we've got to be grateful for the journey we've been on. I've been lucky enough to go to Barcelona and watch this lot, Sevilla to watch this lot, Wembley 3 times.
Yeah.
It's been a great journey. We know there's work in the team. We know there's players that need replacing, but you've got to enjoy it along the way.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, man. Cam, well done. Next season, innit?